good to see you, gatherers. I know we've done this like 731 times, but it's still really good to see you every time I get to see you. I get nostalgic too because when we started this thing, it was right here in Chelsea in the beginning of the pandemic, and a whole lot has changed since then, including the walls that used to be brick color and now are white. Yeah. It's been a crazy couple of weeks. It's been a crazy last week, and I'm ready to put a bunch of stuff behind and start thinking again about what we have coming up. I have another 2 shows with the Bandies, and I have a house concert this week. And after that, off the road, making a baby. It's going to be pretty exciting. We are hunkered here in Chelsea until baby time. And so, fingers crossed, the baby doesn't come while I'm up in Vermont this weekend. That'll be hairy. But one of the things I'm going to be doing while I'm not on the road this next month and a half is digging back in to some of the studio stuff, which means we have some contenders to think about. I have, and for those of you who have not been gathering with us regularly, lately we have been working on 27, just going over and talking about 27 songs that are contenders for the next album. These are songs that either are new songs, old songs that have never been recorded, or songs that have been recorded but like they live in a different place right now. And that's what we talk about in the band. Where when we're arranging a song, we talk about where does the song live? It used to be, and I've been thinking a lot about the old days of the Adam Ezra group. There were 6 of us. It's a lot of players on stage, right? Alex had a metronome in his ear, and so we would play, which is just a timekeeper, right? So every song had a particular speed that it had to be played at. And all of our songs had specific parts that needed to be played. And it needed to be done, for the most part, there was some room for creativity, but for the most part, you had to stick to your parts because there was a lot of people making noise on that stage, right? When we shifted to playing with 4 of us, Poche, Karina, and Alex and I, we started approaching music differently. We started talking about, okay, we're going to arrange a song by figuring out where the song is supposed to live, right? And that means like, where does it live here? How does it feel? What are we trying to express together, right? And if the 4 of us can get on the same page with where the song lives, then we don't need, right? We can have like a general roadmap on what the arrangement's going to be, but we can play it differently every single time we play it, as long as we're keeping it in the place that it lives, right? It can be at a little different speed, right? If Alex has a groove, but he wants to mess with it a little bit one night, that's okay, because he knows where the song lives. And that's cool, right? If he's playing it a little different, it means I'm going to sing it a little different. Karina's going to play her part a little different. Poche's going to play his part a little different. And so these days, that is our focus when we're playing live as a band, to be listening to each other and living in the same place in each song, right? So things have changed a lot, right? And there are some songs on our contenders list that, yeah, maybe when we recorded the first time, we were just in a different place, thinking about music differently. Now, for those of you who have been gathering with us regularly, I am going to review the contenders that we have gone over. I think we only have about 5 or 6 left on our list of 27, and we're going to focus on those tonight. And 3 of those are piano songs. I haven't been able to share those with you on our Tuesday night adventures because I've been up in Maine with no piano. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to do it tonight, except we put Willa down, we closed the doors, we have our sound machine way, way up, and so this is going to be an experiment to see whether or not I can gather with you on Tuesdays in the main space here in our apartment in Chelsea, and not wake up the baby. So I have my computer right here with my list of contenders, and so I'm gonna review with you right now what we've already been working on. All right. So far we have played Revelate, Erica, I'm Gone, Shitty Motel Coffee, It Don't Land, Wasted Words, Positive I'm Positive, I Will Ride, Pocket Full of Seashells, The Last Ride of Bobby McGee, Letter to Allison, Little Moon, Heartbreakers, Luna Madre, Unkind World, Big Love, Letter, All I Am, Just My Luck, You Speak Girl, You Dance With Me. Man, I want to record all these songs for y'all. I really do. So let's focus right now on the songs that we have yet to talk about. The contenders we have yet to talk about. And this first contender is interesting because I've actually done a bit of work on this, and it is going to take a different path to being released than any of the other songs already, and I will tell you why. It is a song that I co-wrote with John Oates called Hold Each Other Now. Many of you who've been coming to the shows know this song. We were working on it in the studio, and I played it for John, and John said, you know what? I'll tell you what. Let's go down to Nashville. Keep the tracks that you have. The band sounds great, but I want to add some stuff to it. I want to produce this song for you. And on an earlier tour, we went down and into Nashville, and the day before the studio session, guess what? I tested positive for COVID. That was a heartbreaker. Now, luckily, they didn't 100% need me in the studio to do the work that they were going to do, right? I kind of zoomed in from my little quarantine apartment, but they brought in some great players, and they re-envisioned our recording in a beautiful way. Now, this last year, there was a little bit of a tricky thing, and maybe I'll share it with you, maybe I won't. I'm not sure yet. But at the very end of the song, they added these background harmonies. And every time I listened to the song, I thought the recording was beautiful, but every time I listened to the background vocals at the very end of the song, it just didn't feel like it fit with the song, right? And it bothered me every time I listened to it, which is tricky because there's a rock and roll Hall of Famer producing this song, and a close friend of mine. I wanted to be respectful of his feelings, his thoughts, right? Oh, I was kind of tortured over it for months and months and months, and finally, and this is a testament to what a great guy John Oates is, right? I sent him an email, and I said, hey man, I'm thinking I'm ready to release this song, but those end vocals there's just something feels wrong about them to me. And he says, well, I'll tell you what, Adam, I'm gonna schedule some studio time, and I'll go in, you be near your phone, and I'll re-record those parts for you. Isn't that cool? God damn it, right? So he went in, he gave me a call from the studio with the engineer there, and they were listening, and at first it was really scary on the call. They said, you know what, I'm not really sure what you're wanting. We're kind of liking what it sounded like. And I'm like, oh, and I just very delicately was describing that like this song is supposed to be like taking place in this bar, and at the end of the song, it feels like it's living in a different place. It's not living in that bar anymore. And they were super receptive to it. And John re-recorded his vocals, and I have not heard them yet, but like I kind of went over the parts with him on the phone. I mean, that takes some incredible, I think, humility and just the desire to wanna do right by a song on his part, right? And do right by his songwriting partner. So I thought it was super cool, and I can't wait to hear what they've come out with. And in fact, I am not sure yet, but it's gonna take us a while to get these contenders together in an album version. Maybe we'll just release Hold Each Other Now as a single to get it out so you all can hear it as soon as possible. I'd like to do that. God knows we have enough songs for an album without that tune. So anyways, I'm gonna play Hold Each Other Now for you right now. Thinking about it as one of our 27 contenders for the next album, maybe a single. Definitely the only song on this list as of now that John Oates has produced or is producing. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm drunk at the bar. She comes and sits there beside me. Says, boy, don't know how lucky you are. I got a place round the corner. We can go to your car. I could take you to heaven. Don't cost much to see God. Well, there's emptiness inside us can easily divide it. But if we hold each other now, mercy, kindness, just may remind us to hold each other now. When you're tired of the day, which your life is at stake, when your heart's all still today, you owe more than you make, when you're holding it together, but your grip is starting to break. Come and sit down beside me. Drink 1, 2 our mistakes. Well, it's emptiness inside us can easily divide us. But if we hold each other now, each other now. raining, just like I know when I'm alone. We stumble through nights, just like I'm about to stumble home. I gave that woman 50, told her to take it and go. And I hope where she's at, it's mercy she knows. When it's emptiness and silence can easily divide us, but if we hold each other now, mercy, kindness, just make us hold each other now. Hold each other now. So, yeah. Love the song. And, you know, I want to record, I want to release the song. The question with this one, unlike some of the others, is not whether or not it's going to be released on the album, but it is whether or not it's going to be released on the album. The question is, should it be released as a single? Produced in a different place, right, by a different person. We've actually never officially released two of the acoustic performances that John and I recorded in studio. We did a version of Juno Please, and we did a version of Truth in the Wine. So, like, you know, we have like a little mini three song Oates and Ezra project we could release while we're waiting for the main album to finish up. That's what I'm thinking. So, I don't know. It could be fun, right? Regardless, I'm really excited for you to listen to the recording that John helped put together. Trivia fact. When I was in quarantine, unable to be in the studio with John, when they were tracking Hold Each Other Now, I was so down and frustrated, right? That's when I wrote Positive, I'm Positive, another contender for this album. So sometimes good things can come out of shitty situations, right? All right. I'm checking this one off the list of contenders we have talked about. This is one we've never released, and it's called Tightrope Walker. And man, wrote this song feeling a little bit like, look, we all make choices in our lives, and I think I've made the choice to just, right, I've taken a lot of risks, I feel like, and man, I'll tell you, this last week, yeah, I mean, sometimes it feels really good to be on the tightrope. It can be thrilling and it can be amazing, but once you make the decision to live your life on the tightrope, you can't just decide not to be on the tightrope, right? Sometimes the tightrope gets the best of you. And I've been feeling that way a little bit. So I'm excited to play this song for y'all tonight. Not just because, I mean, sometimes I'm excited to share songs because I want to share songs with y'all. And that's super fun for me, right? But in the context or in the midst of sharing those songs, it also takes me into that place, right? And so sometimes, right, just feeling those feels a little bit, that helps me, right? So, anyways. Tightrope walker. Closing my eyes, yeah, I'm dreaming of some place instead of torn and lost in the sky. Everyone loves a good make or break story. Here I am, no place to hide. And I don't look down. Neighbors out smoking, don't want a girl, talking about Fenway last night. Reminds me of all my friends and all stories, the best ones painful lies. And I someday I'll look back on all of my failures, the lessons that I should learn, and I hope that the mirror says the scars on my face, signs of things I have earned, and I don't look down. Think about falling, the ground will start calling. Don't look down. Even when the big talkers make way, but don't look down. walk Take us down, Okay. I kind of butchered that song a little bit, I'm sorry. I was having a hard time staying focused on thinking about my fingers while singing that one. Thank you for the claps. Thank you for the love. I'm glad he liked that tune. I'm glad he liked that tune. I like it too. Yep. Okay. So I'm checking it off on our list. Making progress. All right, so we have a third song on our contenders list that is a piano song. This is a song, well, it's relevant this week, that's for sure. When I first wrote it, it was called Magic Sky, and I was using that metaphor to kind of illustrate the feeling that anything is possible. Anything is possible. We are living under a magic sky, and anything is possible, right? But I think a lot of the feedback that I was getting was that line was kind of losing people a little bit, and so I've changed it. And thanks to you gatherers and playing this during our gathering series during the early COVID days, I kind of rewrote a couple lines, and this song became All This Time. The reason why it's particularly relevant this week, and I haven't felt like I could talk about this until now, but when I wrote this song, I was thinking about Turtle, and man, when you know somebody and you love somebody that is like hurting themselves, right? Is not taking care of themselves. They can't just like do these things that are in their grasp to make their situation better. It is a hard thing, you know. Maybe you've loved somebody who's suffered from addiction, or I don't know, any number of things that can get in the way of a person being their best self, or even their functional self, right? And for me, Turtle was that guy for so many years. For every year that I played with him, I played with him for 17 years, and I was friends with him for 22 years, right? And he was one of my closest people, and man, you know, the tragedy of his death last week was that it didn't have to happen, and it didn't have to happen, and those of us who loved him knew it was going to come, and we couldn't do anything about it. Whew. It's a hard thing, right? It's a hard thing. And it's sad, and there were times when I was just so angry. I was so angry and so frustrated, right? And there were times when I just felt bad, and there were times when I felt sorry for him, and there were times when I felt sorry for myself. it's hard to put all that stuff into words and say it the right way to get through to a person, right? I never played this song for him. I wasn't sure. I mean, I said these things to him over the years, but I'm never sure that he could really hear it the way that I wanted him to hear it. And I've been playing it for you all for a little while now, but I've never really been able to talk about what the song was really about. And so anyways, this is called All This Time. Lit on fire, could have held love, could have held lightning under your glove. Don't it all slip by? Could have held oceans right in your hand. Man, we could ride, could have turned endless, lifting up tides. Don't it all slip by? If you never tried, but you still have time to start again, stronger. So start tonight, come on, whoa. 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 Still for the claps. Thank you for the love. I appreciate that. Whew. I need some more whiskey. Don't go anywhere. Every once in a while, one of y'all will hand us a bottle at a show, and sometimes after a tour, there's a bottle left over, and so this is compliments of one of y'all, and I appreciate it. You know, it was way before Willa came down the pipes that Allie and I were like, you know, we were buying furniture for this apartment when this apartment was all we had, and Allie finds all these really cool, right, antique, awesome stuff. She finds amazing deals on them. And there was this cabinet that came that had like this little glass front, and we ended up having it be our liquor cabinet here in the apartment. And we didn't even think about it at the time, but man, that door has a lock to it, believe it or not. It's probably the only thing we own that has a functioning lock, and thank goodness, because these days Willa likes to open every door she can find, and we got lucky on that one. All right, I'm gonna check this box. All this time. Y'all, I don't know how we're gonna figure out how to put down a 10-song album. But I believe that we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3 songs to go. 3 songs to go till we've gone through our contenders. I feel like I think we can pull that off tonight. And I can't believe that I haven't played this one yet. All right, I'm gonna just move you over a little bit, like that. Yeah. All right. But I would say, I don't know. I'm gonna start talking about this song, but let me know if I've already played this. I feel like I have to have played this already for y'all, but maybe not. This is a song that has very quickly, and not since Switching to Whiskey, have we just started playing a song. Oh God, that's better. I don't like that as much. Not since Switching to Whiskey have we started playing a song out, and right away it has become like the crowd favorite at all of our shows, or at a lot of our shows. And it hasn't been recorded. It hasn't been recorded on a live album, and so. This is, I think, you know, one of the songs that if I could guess, this would be one of the songs that would probably definitely make the cut, just based on the popularity amongst you all. But it's called Pink Champagne, so let's see how this goes. Okay, I wrote this with I went down on I went down to a writing trip down in Nashville, and they put me together with this this young guy named Mason Thornley. Isn't that a great name? I'm so jealous of that dude's name. And we wrote this song, and I wasn't sure how I felt about it for a while until I started playing it for you gatherers, and he loved it, and so so Supergirl says if this doesn't make the album, gatherers will riot. I get that feeling. Drinking pink champagne in a cheap motel in a nowhere town, headed somewhere else. From an old chick glass she took from the kitchen of that little cafe. She ain't missing AC's blowing, heartache, TV's broken. She don't care. She's dancing with the best kind of song. Champagne. Drink a pink champagne. Well, the folks back home, they all told her, you're long time, you get older. It's the way it is, days just grow longer. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Thankful, darling, for what you're giving. She hears them calling, she ain't listening. She thinks you need the best, and it's only night singing her favorite song. Hey, thinking about the past, it's gone. Here's to her brain, got nothing left to lose. Yeah, she's smiling. Drink a pink champagne. Drink a pink champagne. Well, the AC's blown, heartache, TV's broken. She don't care. She dancing with the best dress on late night. Contender, pink champagne. Check. Man, I'm overwhelmed. All right. Well, this is one. Oh, thank you for the claps. Thank you for the love. This next song, I feel like was only half recorded. That's right. It's a song that like Letter to Allison, right? Was which is also one of our contenders. It was recorded for an album called Songs for a Movie. And during that time, right, we were working on Hurricane Wind, and this was like the side project that we were working on, and we had a lot of fun putting these songs together, and there was some magic in that album, and I love it. But when we recorded this song, as well as Letter to Allison, the rest of the band wasn't playing on it. They didn't know it yet. It was a brand new song, and I was feeling it, and so I wanted to record it and get it out. And it's a fun recording, but I also think that the band has been playing it out, and these days I know it's one of one of y'all's favorite songs that we play, or most fun songs. I don't know. It's up there at least. It's a song that makes everybody happy, and I wonder if we haven't really done it justice in a recording yet. It's called Sprig. I want my life to sparkle like the ocean, sparkle like the ocean on clear summer day. But sometimes I feel like a dirty little puddle, waiting for some boot to come and splash me away. So while I'm in my bed, Lord's ashamed, bury my head like fire, long enough. Thinking now, you got it, girl. Make it all go away. Make it all go away. Come on. I want my night pretty like a sunset, pretty like a sunset. That's a long fucking verse. I want my life to be strong like an ocean, strong like an ocean, sturdiest thing around. But sometimes I feel like a scratch of spring floor, waiting for someone to come and pluck me off the ground. So I walk around this town, slouch down the road, looking down like a fire. Long enough, thinking that you gotta go. Make it all go away. Make it all go away. I want my life to be pretty like a sunset, pretty like a sunset. Anyone to see you, but sometimes I feel like fall going over, all getting bloated, messing up the scenery. So I drive every night, far from home, far from sight, like a fire, long enough. You got it good. Make it all go away. Make it all go away. Do, 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 Sprig. It's a fun song. It's a fun song to sing, and it's a fun song to play. You know, there are a lot of ballads in these 27 songs. There's a lot of songs that I think are just like fun songs, not taking themselves too seriously. There are songs that are like, I feel like, meaningful kind of songs that, right? I almost wonder if, right? Do you put an album together? Thank you for the claps and the love. Do you put an album together that's got a range? When we play a show, I talk about, right? The goal of the show is to feel all the different feels over the course of the night. Should that be the goal of the album? Or should an album just feel one way, or within a smaller spectrum, right, of the feels? Should different albums have different feels? Or should one feel all the feels at each album? It's a good question. I don't know the answer. Okay, well, this last contender, it was actually requested on a request night in between our little contenders project, but it's a song that I wrote during COVID, and it's a song that I'm still tweaking the last lyrics and the look on them when I'm finishing them up here, but I don't suspect this will make the cut. But I love the song, and I just love the song, so it's a contender for me. And some of the songs that aren't necessarily the most grabby, catchy songs, but I don't know if it means that they're worse songs. It just means that they're a different kind of song, right? And I want to think about all those different kinds of songs that I like to write and share. So this one is, I think it's going to be called Lost Some Time. Not sure though. May have lost some time in Georgia, and I have just myself to blame. Felt the world upon my shoulders, I was running away. I know I must be getting feel the wind blow past my grave. Pour myself another cold one, yeah. Let the stereo play. I'm on a run and I'm trying to get it right. I feel the sun, but I struggle to see. I'll get it done using any help I can find. I may have lost some time. Well, I've known the cradle of the highway, studied the lines across my palm, night drifting sideways as I roll on, forever on, about as wise as my losses along the way. Learn more the less that I try to say. Hope my heart can teach me to read my mind. I may have lost some time. May have lost some time. Give just a little, try just a little, trust just a little, live just a little more. Hold on just a little, laugh just a little, hear just a little, feel just a little more. Reach out just a little, think just a little, learn just a little, love just a little more. Believe just a little, hope just a little, heal just a little, be just a little more. You may have lost some time, yeah. May have lost some. Now picture that song fading out while that guitar part is going, and there's a second guitar part that is just soloing quietly. Maybe just two acoustic guitars playing on that one. That song at least just speaks to me really personally, where I'm at right now in my life. How I'm thinking about things, how I'm feeling about things. Joe was a contender. There's a lot of things to factor in, right? When you put together an album, when you're playing with the band, when you have a world, when you have a bunch of fans out in the world that know your music, you're trying to grow, you're trying to build a business that can feed a family. But if everything just fell away tomorrow, right? And I didn't have anyone in this world, not a couple bucks in my pocket, I would walk to a recording studio and I'd work on that song. Man, thanks for hanging out with me, y'all. It has been a rough week, and it's just nice to have this time with you. I don't give myself a lot of time to just play music, think about music. And y'all give me the excuse to do that a little bit, so I appreciate it. Two more band shows before paternity leave. And I think you all should get in your cars and come out and join us. They're gonna be pretty fun ones. We're gonna be up at one of my favorite clubs in New England, High Ground, in Burlington, Vermont, tomorrow night. I love that place. I love that town. I love playing music in that town, and I can't wait to be back. I can't wait to be back there tomorrow. on Friday. On Thursday is going to be interesting because we have a day off, and we have been invited to Mike Gordon, the bassist for Fish. He built this recording studio out in the woods in Vermont, and the guy that owns it right now invited us to stay there for a couple nights. So after the Burlington show, we are going to head there. We're going to sleep for a couple hours. We're going to wake up the next morning, and while it is not really set up for recording, we are going to spend the day rehearsing and working on some music, working on some of these contenders, talking about some of the contenders, maybe making some videos. Maybe we'll hang with you online a little bit while we're there. We haven't had a rehearsal day all year. We rehearse on the road. We rehearse during sound checks, and we were just stuck with a day off in between Burlington and our Friday show in Amherst. So we decided that we were going to make the best of it. So we're going to be in a really cool place, and we of course will keep you updated from there. Friday night will be our last band show until mid-December. Crazy. Man, this will be the second time we've played at this place. Our favorite spot in Northampton, Massachusetts, Iron Horse, closed its doors. Maybe not permanently, hopefully not permanently, but a new place opened up right down the road in Amherst called The Drake, and we had an amazing night there. We are going back there this Friday, our last band show, and it is going to be an emotional, fun night, and man, I think you all should come and hang with us. And of course, on Saturday, I'm sneaking off to Supergirl's house for a house concert that sold out about 2 minutes after she and I agreed to do a house concert. For those of you that are gonna be hanging at Supergirl's house on Saturday, I think you should come out on Friday and make a double header of it. That's what I think. I still got to work out all the logistics for this weekend with the band. But if I am rolling solo, and I might be because they're going to be driving back separately from me, I might head up to Susie's and Susie and Bud's on Friday night after the Amherst show, and wake up nice and early and hang out. It's gonna be it's gonna be a nice way to end off music with y'all this fall. Yeah. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for hanging with me tonight. Soon, very soon, we are gonna be talking about some of our December shows coming up. We've only got a handful of them, but they are going to be fun ones, man. We're going to be officially announcing. I know that announcements for a lot of the shows in December have been popping up, but we're officially going to be announcing the Dysfunctional Holiday Family Gathering Tour. And with Cersei, with our friend Cersei, and that's going to be awesome. Right after New Year's, we've got the Winter Gathering that I cannot wait to just spend 3 days digging deep into some of the songs. Maybe this year we should incorporate a little bit of recording. Maybe we can literally be working on some album stuff while we're gathering together. That could be awesome, right? Maybe we could turn it into like a team studio session. Gosh, we should think about that. All right. Robin, remember that I talked about this. I'm not going to remember it tomorrow, but that would be really cool. Anyways, appreciate y'all. Thanks for hanging with me tonight. It has been good to be with you. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the wind at our back. May it always blow steady wherever you roam. May it turn when you're ready. up your glasses. Let us drink to the heavens above. Some say it's a glance of God's great design. Some say it's the signs of all things combined. Maybe look up and always feel wonder. Here is to us and all that we see. Here's to our hearts and the air that we breathe. Here's to around good company. Here's to the drink that we share. Raise up your glasses. Let us drink to this time that we had. But these moments pass like they won't come again. May our lives all burn bright, right up to the end. May we live them with joyous abandon. Hey, hey, raise up your glasses. Let us drink to the end of the day. Let us drink to the world when the working is through. Let us drink one of me. Let us drink one of you. Let us drink one to those who aren't with us. Here is to us and all that we see. Here's to our hearts and the air that we breathe. Here's to around in good company. Here's to the future. Here's to the past. Let us drink one down slow. Let us drink one down fast. Let us drink one minute. This night is our last. Here's to the drink that we share. Oh, here's to the drink that we share. Please stay safe. Keep on looking out for one another. And I'll see you again soon.